Brad Keselowski ascends the throne in Atlanta. If you changed the channel when he came in to replace that lug nut and said, well, he doesn't have a chance, well, then you missed one heck of a finish last week.
Great call by he and Paul Wolfe to have the patience and whereabouts to say, no, you know, that's going to cost us later. Let's come in, let's fix it now. We can still get there, and boy, they sure did.
That win might make him 7 years in a row. He's had at least one win.
Wow. Had a tire issue early, came back to hit those 5 lug nuts. And then picked him up, put him down, mowed him down. Got Kyle Larson and went to victory lane. Ten years in the Cup Series and the 2012 champion. First driver to win a Cup championship for Roger Penske, who is one of the 5 new nominees to the NASCAR Hall of Fame.
I think Brad's right in his prime. I always laugh when I hear Junior Johnson always told me you want a driver that's in his late 29 to early 30s. And Keselowski's in his early 30s.
Right there. Jamie?
And Kurt Busch has come in and out of the garage a couple of times. Early on, he said he was tight center through the exit, and the bumps just were not good. The car wasn't getting through. Very unstable, so they made a big change, threw some different springs and shocks at it. And he came back in and said that change was good. It balanced the car. They're definitely going in the right direction. Vince?
With Casey Kane, he's been the best Hendrick finisher each of the first 2 races this season. Your teammate Chase Elliott tested out here. Has that helped you guys from a baseline perspective to begin this practice?
Yeah, I think it does. We started very similar to how they tested, kind of a run that everybody thought was a pretty good one. So we started there, and Chase was really good at the start. We ran 2 different runs there, got better on the second one. So I feel pretty good with our LiftMaster Chevrolet so far. Go to qualifying now and see what happens there. But yeah, look forward to tomorrow, trying to get the car dialed, and then Sunday it's gonna be warm, so it's gonna be a handling deal. It should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it should be indeed. Casey Kane, the 5 team switching over to qualifying trim now.
Yeah, the 3-time pole winner this racetrack as well. So curious to see what kind of speed they have in qualifying trim as we go to Mark Truex Jr.
Now Truex, who is second quickest, was one of the teams. Oh, fastest now, 28.209, 191.4. That's the fastest lap of the day. And they were in timeout for the first 15 minutes of this session. There's Cole Perrin, crew chief.
And I'm not so sure that hurt him much here, because we saw what Hamlin, I think, Kenseth, they waited about 15-20 minutes before they even went on track. So I don't think it really affected their performance here today in this practice.
I really am impressed with I mean, they had all kind of issues, inspection issues at Daytona. And he was sitting there at a chance to win that race at Daytona when we were down there. And then they had a good run last week in Atlanta. There he is down on the apron. And by the way, that's perfectly legal.
Yep, no out of bounds.
No out of bounds.
Shorten the track as much as you can. Try to gain as much. That's worth a couple hundredths of a second, but those hundreds are important to everybody.
Austin Dillon sporting a new sponsor and a new race car.
Yeah, I think Slugger Labby said they built a brand new car for out here. And this team, Slugger and Austin, I mean, they are jacked up, man. They want to, and Richard, they have done a lot of work in their company. They've made a lot of personnel changes, a lot of engineers. I think they got more engineers than they've ever had before. I mean, they are on it and digging hard.
28.49 for Dillon. There's Daniel Suarez. Danny.
I love that. When Jeff and I said, but aren't you known as Danny? He looked at us like, well, I am, but I didn't know y'all knew that.
Danielle, Danny, whichever way you wish. He is 4th quickest right now. 4 Toyotas in the first 4 spots.
Go get him, Danny boy.